One of my biggest frustrations is when a business doesn't use a branded email and they use like an @Gmail, @Yahoo, or one of those free email accounts to do any sort of business work. There's lots of security reasons, stuff that I've gotten into in other videos, and you can check those out. But essentially, it's just better for your business to know that your email is coming from a branded email account. So if you need help doing that, in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to create in Google Workspace a branded email account. So we're going to go ahead and do that now, and we'll jump in. All right, as we do jump in, I do want to remind you that we are consultants. So if you do have any problems with this, reach out to us on our website or at support@nexttechconsultants.com. Also, if you want a discount on your Google for Workspace account, we do offer discounts to people if they do billing through us rather than pay Google. So if you want to save a little bit of money, reach out to us too. Also, we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at NextTechNT. So go ahead and give us a follow there, and we'll keep you guys updated on things that we're doing. Now, like I said, we're going to jump over to the computer and we're going to walk through a few steps. First, we're going to start a free trial. Then we have to verify our domain. Then we're going to put in some MX records and some other entries, and then our email should work. So we're going to go ahead and hop through those steps right now. And let's go over to the computer and I'll show you those. All right, so the first spot we're gonna go is this support article. It's probably my favorite because it just gives you a really quick spot to say, hey, I wanna start a free trial and choose your edition. Starter is just $6 a month, and that's gonna provide kind of general usage. And it's a little bit lower storage. I think it's 30-ish gigs for your account. Standard is $12 per user per month, and that's going to give you a lot more storage, and it's going to give you team drives. So there's a few extra benefits there that are really helpful as you're growing in your business. Plus is $18 per user per month, and that just gives you some extra security features and really helps secure your account more than the others. And if you want to get any more details about each edition, just go ahead and click here and it'll tell you everything included in each of those editions. But we're going to go ahead and start our free trial. So you're going to choose Starter, Standard, or Plus. For this demonstration, we're just going to choose Starter. And it's going to take you over here. You can put in your business name. So we're going to put in NextTech Consultants. For the trial, we're going to say 2 to 9. So put in the amount of employees you have. Click Next. And put in your contact information. This is your current contact information. So if it's asking for an email, and what is your current email address? Not the one that you're trying to create. Does your business have a domain? If you need one, I would recommend at this point, go to GoDaddy.com or a different site and buy your domain. I personally don't like buying domains in other accounts because it just gets cumbersome trying to have your domain in Google Workspace. What if you leave Google? There's a lot of questions there. So I would just recommend going to GoDaddy, buying your domain if you haven't already, but we have. So we're gonna click yes, I have one. And we're gonna use nexttechnt.com. And then go ahead and click next. Educate your users. This is up to you. I typically choose no thanks. So then I'm going to put in the first email account. And this for me is just going to be support. And I'm going to put in a password. If you have a password manager, just generate a password and put it in here. And then obviously you want to click I'm not a robot and agree and continue. At this point, you're going to start your free trial. The free trial is a business standard, so it's just the $12 plan. If you're wanting to change your plans, you're going to do that at the time you make the purchase. So we're going to go and click next, and we're going to put in our information here. You do have to put in a payment method because they're going to track that on file. Even though it's a trial right now, it will automatically renew should you forget to cancel or just continue your services. So I'm going to fill out all of this information, and then I'm going to click next, and I'll be right back. All right, now that you have everything filled out, like your billing and your address and your payment information, it's going to say it's been created. So continue to set up. It's going to walk you through some getting started. Just click next there, and we're going to go ahead and activate your Gmail account. What this is going to do on the next page is say, hey, look, you're using GoDaddy. You can sign in to activate. This is the quickest and easiest way. I'm actually going to walk you through manually doing it. If you did buy it through GoDaddy, click that, sign into your GoDaddy, and you're done. If you didn't, this is the process we're going to go through. So we're going to say generic instructions. And what I'm going to do is click find your DNS in a new tab. So we're going to click next. It's asking us to put in these following records. I'm going to copy the first one. So this is the DNS management in GoDaddy. So we're going to go ahead and use that. We're going to click add, say MX. Your host is just an @ points to, we're going to paste that. And if you look again at the other spot, the priority goes 1, 5, 5, 10, 10. But we're going to add this one as 1. And then we're going to go ahead and add the rest, just like it says on that page. So all of them are going to be at, because it's basically saying at my domain, point it. So 1, 5. So you can see here I have them all added 1, 5, 5, 10, 10. So I'm going to go back to my Activate Gmail tab. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. It's actually going to have you put in one more. So we're going to copy this, and it says go ahead and put it in as another MX record, and it's going to be priority 15. This is basically to say, hey, I'm verifying my domain. So go ahead and add another MX. Host is at 2, points to that, and 15, and then save. And so you can see it's in there. And like it says here, it does end in verification, google.com. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down, then come back and click activate. Now that they're all in, it should work. This might take some time. If it doesn't activate automatically for you, just come back in some time. It could take anywhere from like 1 minute to 15 minutes to an hour. So just stay calm and it'll go. All right, now that you can see here, it is done setting up my MX records, so I can click finish. An important note that they're saying here though, is that if you are switching from one email provider to another email provider, it typically will take less than 6 hours, but it could be up to 48 hours for that switch to take effect, because they have to propagate that change throughout the entire internet. So it takes a little bit of time. Most of the time it's very quick, but if you're not receiving emails right away, that would be why. So go ahead and click finish, and it's going to bring you into this next spot. So you have the choice of creating more users or skipping for now. Right now, since this is just a test account, I'm going to click skip for now. But if you were going to add users, just click create and you'd be good to go. So we're going to scroll down. So it brings you here to this spot that says, hey, you're all set, you're ready to go. What we're going to do is we're actually just going to click here and click on home. And this takes us into our control management. And if you have questions on how to use this, there's some other videos out there that we've created. But right now your email is working. And if you click up here in the top left, you'll see that you have Gmail. And now I can see all of the emails that they sent me as little test messages to get me going. So if I click get started, it walks me through a tour. Just go and click next. And you're good to go. It says, hey, billing information was received. And now emails are flowing and going to your custom branded domain that you've chosen. All right, so if you've gotten that set up and you put in your MX records and you're good to go and you had to do a manual process, I do want to remind you about the most common ways that you get spam is without having proper SPF records or DKIM authentication set up in your account. And if you need to know how to do those, there's links in the description below for those videos. So if this video helped you out, I do want to remind you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. It really does help me create content like this to support your business. I look forward to seeing you guys around in more videos, and thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.